You still there?
Yeah. I think. Can I go home?
We just started. This is the first episode. We gotta get right into it, you know?
I don't wanna.
It'll be fine. We'll be cool.
Wait, are we actually live?
Yeah, we are.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure we are. I hit the start streaming button, so we should be. Oh, but I need to change the name of it, cause right. Oh, I'm a
stream. OMG.
Yeah. I now need to open. Oh no.
Oh no. You booked it again.
I messed it up again. I'm a professional.
How very dare you.
Well, no one's there for the first several minutes of a stream anyway, so it's all okay.
Yep, you've gone live.
Yeah, I just need to edit.
No one's there for the
it's me!
Oh my god, it's you! And there's our sushi boy.
Yeah, I just need to edit. Oh, I'm gonna fix this.
Sushi boy.
Wait. Oh, I'm gonna fix this. Wait. Ow.
Hey there, sushi. Hi, Chewy.
Ow.
Hey there, sushi. Hi, Chewy. Afraid not is afraid not. I am Princess Lulu, 1989, and this is.
Anya.
She doesn't know her own name? Okay.
No, I just wasn't paying attention.
God,
Anya.
this is going horribly. You already had technical issues, and now you're not even listening. God, this is going horribly. You already had technical issues, and now you're not even listening. Anya, please.
I'm leaving. Oh my gosh. Already off to a good start, right?
Anya, what's your name? Where you come from? What's your name?
My name is Anya the Nerd, and the reason why is because my name is Anya, and I am a huge nerd. And
there we go. You finally did it. You're listening.
And I'm from Buffalo, New York. That's what's up right now. Ignore that.
Not only a nerd, but she's an absolute dingus.
I am an absolute dingus. I am showing off all my very professional skills right now to everyone in chat.
Yes, we're hopefully going to play Princess Maker 2. That's what we were having the technical difficulties with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird.
Even though I told her what issues other people have been having with streams.
Okay, so that's like the weird thing is, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, because, like, it was working for us really well earlier, and then now it was just not.
Zo, get out of here with that. Sushi, teach us your ways.
Yeah, teach us your ways, Sushi. We're still newbies. Sushi's like, welcome to streaming. This is me every day. For reals. For reals. The struggle. Also, Lulu, by the way, the person earlier, Chewy, that's actually, like, my friend Al. We're both, like, university friends.
And Sushi and Azure are our friends from Twitch.
Yeah, that is true.
From different streams.
That
well,
is very true.
But they have Pookie stream in common, so
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think it's about time we actually get started with things after that whole fiasco.
debacle.
Yeah, that whole debacle. Well, anyway, so this is technically the first episode of our new podcast, Two Nerds and One Forgotten Game. And the two nerds, of course, is me, Anya the Nerd, and Princess Lulu, 2011. Oh, wait.
What?
No.
That's not old, bro. That's not even correct. It's Princess Lulu 1989.
Princess Lulu 1989. Yes. No, you were born in 2011. We all established that.
Oh,
yeah, so we're doing the first episode here. And for our first episode, we'll be doing Princess Maker 2 as our game that we're looking at today for the podcast. Because basically, every episode of the podcast, at least at the moment, we look at a forgotten name, both of us, which is why it's called Two Nerds and One Forgotten Game. And
you said forgotten name.
yes. And for this episode, we're going to be looking at Princess Maker 2, which I was the one who picked out. And so whichever co-host picks the game, they have to do research on the game, like look up stuff about it, and then share it with the other co-host. So the other co-host is kind of like there for the ride. And so this time Lulu is here. She's going to be experiencing this game. And honestly, like, for this game, this was the first game I ever did a like emulator for. Like, I had never played emulator games until this game. Like, this was my absolute first emulator game, which is kind of interesting to say. But yeah, so Princess Maker, just to give you guys some background on this, Princess Maker is basically a series of life simulation bishoujo games by the video game and anime production company Gainax. Gainax, some of you may know, they're the people who did Neon Genesis Evangelion and Fooly Cooly. So they're kind of like a pretty big Japanese anime company.
Oh yeah, I love Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, like they're pretty big, and they also did this game. So basically, life simulation games. Yeah. Life simulation games are they're, how should I put it? They're kind of like stuff like The Sims or Tamagotchi or Nintendogs, just any game where you're the one in control of either one life form or multiple life forms. It's basically any game where you control some organism within the game.
And you can't even get a stream to work properly. I don't trust you.
You don't trust me with taking. Well, but today we're going to be raising a daughter. Isn't that fun?
Not particularly. I didn't want children in the first place. No, you're forcing me to raise a child with you. I did not agree to this. Actually, I did.
You did agree to this. I asked you, like, did you ever play Princess Maker 2? And you were like, no, I haven't. And I was like, I'm thinking about it. And you're like, sure. So, there's the facts. You said, okay, we're raising a daughter now. But yeah, basically.
There's no contract.
But yeah, basically, like, the whole point of this game is, well, just this whole game series in general, not just this game, but Princess Maker 1, Princess Maker 2, Princess Maker 3, Princess Maker 4, and Princess Maker 5. Yeah, there's been 5 main games in this series. But in all of them, the whole idea is that you, as the player character, determines how a girl grows up. You get a girl at like around age 10 and you raise them until they're like 18. And basically your decisions determine whether that girl lives or dies, what job she gets, who she marries, those kinds of things, whether she's happy at the end of her life.
Become a waifu.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, okay, I'm gonna say this right now just to like throw it out there, but there is an ending in this game where the player character can marry the daughter, even though that's like really messed up.
Oh, I want that one.
But yeah, just to give some more context, so the first Princess Maker game was released in 1991. And while it was popular enough to be translated into Chinese, it was never released in the United States. Princess Maker 2, on the other hand, did have a translation team on it, Soft Egg, for the North American release. But this release was canceled before it could have been, released, because the publisher, Intracorp, went bankrupt. But it was basically pretty much all completed before the publisher went bankrupt. And so that's why like now we have this fully translated game that like literally anyone can play just by going online, because it was fully translated, it was just never actually released to the public, which is kind of sad.
Like Mother 3 was originally.
Yeah.
Still
but,
is, actually.
Yeah.
People only really know about Mother 3 because of Lucas being in Smash Brothers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People doing an English translation, otherwise people would know nothing about that game, and that's really sad. I loved Earthbound, but Mother 3 was also good, so, which Earthbound is obviously Mother 2, and then there was a Mother before, but we'll do those games another time, maybe.
Yeah.
I know a lot about Mother and Earthbound.
Yeah. We should definitely do the Earthbound series at some point, because Mother Earthbound, I love that series.
It's a really good series, but it is really forgotten because it's one of those cult classics, shall we say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now, as you were saying earlier, the reason most people know the main characters from it and whatnot is because of like Smash and whatnot, which is kind of sad because those games were the bomb.
Mother 3's been translated, but it's more of a fan translation rather than like being released by the actual company, and that's the whole thing. Like there is, like with Fatal Frame 4 actually on the Wii, there is a fan translation, but not an actual translation from Japanese either.
Yeah, yeah.
There is a lot of games like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, the original Persona 2 was also that way as well, Innocent Sin. It was originally not released in
Yeah,
America.
only Innocent Sin got released on the PSP and stuff. Only got um proper translation, whereas Persona 2 Eternal Punishment didn't actually get one, but a fan translation.
Yeah. Well, it was the basically it was Innocent Sin the original was never translated, but the original Eternal Punishment was. And then
Oh, it's their new goal celebration. They're calling it the Hulu Has Live.
I don't know what that was. um what was I saying? Oh yes. So the Innocent Sin original wasn't translated, but Eternal Punishment was, and then Eternal Punishment um like the remake wasn't translated, but the remake for Innocent Sin was. So it was kind of really weird.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, so like but yeah, and I'm pretty sure that probably the main reasons why Innocent Sin wasn't translated was because of the well, one reason for the fact that in that game you could have the main character Tazia get with June. So there's that. And then also probably the, Hitler references in it too.
That would be Eternal Punishment.
No, Innocent Sin as well.
Innocent Sin didn't have much of it, but Eternal Punishment obviously had it all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. So it must have. Well, that is true. Eternal Punishment did have it a lot. And since Eternal Punishment was translated, then it would have to be the fact that you could have Tatsuya marry June. Well, not marry, but get with June. It had to have been that.
Eternal Punishment would have had to have been heavily censored if it ever gets re-released, and that's why I don't really want it to get re-released,
Yeah.
because they would probably remove a lot of the stuff and we'd have like a really bad thing like the first Persona. Oh my god, that was horrible. you, instead of the natural Japanese names for the characters, you literally have a guy called Brown. That is, to put it in better words, African American.
Mm,
Oh,
I
brown.
I just realized that I have like no memory of Eternal Punishment. I feel like I remember some things from it, but I feel like I've
You
forgotten
don't.
most of it.
You have.
I just like it was so long ago. For me, like Innocent Sin is like
I've
straight up in
played
my
them a lot.
brain. And I think it's because I actually have the Innocent Sin like the remake that was released. I have that at home for my PSP. And so I think that's why I remember it better, because I did play it through that, but I don't know.
Well, it's because of the way Eternal Punishment is, because it's kind of a rewarp of the Innocent Sin. That's why I tell people not to look at the trailers and stuff for Eternal Punishment, because it gives some spoilers for Innocent Sin. So it's like, yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we should probably start talking about Persona, because we're not playing Persona today.
See you later.
We just went on
Another
a
time.
whole Persona rant there. It was great. Um,
Yeah.
but okay, so going back to what we were talking about, there was after Princess Maker 2, there was several other Princess Maker games up until 5, and also several spin-off games too. So it was a pretty big series for a time, though the last one I'm pretty sure came out in like 2007, I'm pretty sure. And basically there was no games in the series were released in English until Princess Maker 2 Refine came out on Steam in 2016. So that's how long it took for any of the games to actually be released in English. But the Refined, which was a remake version, actually was. There also, okay, now this is the really fun part. There was also an anime based off the series that Gainax made called Petite Princess Yusi. And I ended up looking it up because I was like, wait, there was an anime? Like, I didn't even know that until last night. Because I knew about this series. I've known about it for a long time. Because, as I said, this was the first game I played on emulator. And I never knew that there was an anime for it. And so I looked it up. And I regretted it so hard because I was reading the plot and I was like, what the heck is going on here? It was like the weirdest shoujo story I had ever read in my whole life. It was like super complicated. I was like, this is supposed to be shoujo, and yet I feel like it's not at all because there was just so many twists in that plot that I was constantly just like shell shocked just by reading the synopsis. But yeah, I mean, I guess it is Gainax who did, you know, Evangelion, so I guess it's not really a shocker, but it was still crazy.
No, no, it's not.
But yeah, so
I do find it interesting that while I was emulating Pokemon games, you were emulating this stuff.
I know. Well, that's just because I'm a unique person. That's just because I'm a unique person. That's why.
You're a nerd.
I'm a nerd. But yeah, so Princess Maker 2 was released in 1993, and it was released on several systems, like, of course, the PC 98, Sega Saturn, MS-DOS, Windows, Macintosh, and PS2 later. And then, so basically, we'll get to the plot once we play the game, but as I said earlier, all the games are about basically raising a child. And so we're going to be playing the MS-DOS version through DOSBox, so that'll be fun. But yeah, that's basically just the rundown of this whole thing. Also, by the way, all of you guys do not look up Petite Princess UC. You will regret it. Like, just even read, like, I read the plot last night and I was like, you know, some things are not meant to be seen, I feel like. But yeah, Lulu.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
My cat was hungry.
Come on, everybody is waiting for us.
I'm sorry, cats need raising too, not just princesses.
Oh yeah, and Sushi, yes, you're right.
Let her out the door later.
Sushi, you are right that Princess Maker 2 is on Steam now. As I said, the Princess Maker 2 Refine came on Steam in like 2016 and is the only part of the series that is actually translated. And I think the reason why is because, like, basically everyone knows Princess Maker 2 here in the States, who's, you know, was really big in emulating back in the day, I guess. Except, I guess not everyone, because Lulu didn't know. I thought everyone did.
No, you're just special.
I'm just special.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Yes.
But yeah, so basically the main objective, of course, of the series is to turn the daughter into a princess, which is why, like, the ending that gets you the most points, which, by the way, there's 74 possible endings in this game. And the ending that gets you the most points in terms of marriage is to marry the prince, because that turns her into a princess, of course. But as I said, there's 74 possible endings, so you could try and go for that or do all sorts of things. But we'll get into that, and you'll end up seeing kind of how that goes.
Alright, let's fuck our daughter up.
Ah, no, we're not. I'll
Let's fuck
refuse.
her life up. Let's turn her into a prostitute. Let's go. I know it's one of the endings. I know there's a harem ending.
Oh my gosh. I've actually never done any of the bad endings because I always felt bad about it. Like, I couldn't bring myself to do it because I constantly felt like, oh, she's such a good girl, though. I don't want to, like, ruin her life like that. You know?
Concubines have good lives. How dare you?
Doing it right means using an impact driver.
They
for
still
tougher
get the
materials.
power of the queen without being one. They are the power behind the throne.
You
in
know
history.
what? You know what? You were
There
right.
wouldn't be history without concubines, and prostitution is the oldest profession. It is nothing to be sad about or anything like that. Just the way that people react to it is what you got to be sad about.
Yeah. I mean, but the reason why is because, like, you'll see what I mean when we get into the game and we get more into it. Like, I think then you'll
When we
realize what I mean.
finally get into it, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. This is it. We're gonna do this. Are you ready?
Can you make the screen bigger for me?
Ooh, bigger?
For me.
I'll try and make it bigger.
I don't know if you can on my end.
No, I can't. Like, this is as big as it goes. Sad to
That's
say.
right.
Okay, so let's get into it. If my computer will let me do this.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're here! We're here!
halfway
For a
to-
second, I was so sure that my computer was just gonna explode. I was like, bye, computer, here we go. Okay, so what should we name? What's our name? Family name, let's go.
The nerd.
The nerd, okay, let's go. This is very much struggling. This is very, as Sushi would always say, very cursed.
Yes.
Azure said, poor computer.
Yes. Come on, Anya, you can do it.
I can do it. I can type the name.
You can do it.
It's just really hard. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna get there.
Chewie said about the 8-bit tunes, but I can't hear them.
Oh my gosh. We're summoning Saints in a chat. Oh my gosh.
Where is the nerd?
I can't like type D. Like, oh my gosh. It wouldn't
Get
type.
the D, Anya, get the D.
I was trying to get the D, okay?
Get the D.
I am
Get the
trying.
D.
I'm trying.
Well, get the D in.
There we go. We did it. We'll get there.
Good lord.
I'm losing my mind. Oh my gosh.
We haven't even started.
I'm legit crying.
Breathe on your breathe. You've got to start.
Okay, daughter's first name.
Oh god, let's make it a show.
I usually put Auraa as her
Fuck,
name.
otherwise
Like
we're gonna be-
Aura is what I usually do.
Why do you need a time traveler?
To go.
But
Lulu. What name? My computer is gonna explode. That's just it.
yeah, you just bloop.
I'm just gonna go with Auraa. Let's go.
Guys, we won it short.
What else? Dorito.
Just name her.
Ow! That is way too long of a name. I'm gonna die.
But the nerds. Just but.
I tried clicking. It won't click. Click.
We're not
Click.
even on the B.
Click. Please click. Please. Oh my gosh. Truly cursed.
Anya,
This
put
whole
in your name. Or just name the princess Anya the nerd and you can raise yourself.
there. Okay. Whoa. It all of a sudden started working.
But
Okay. Fine. I'm not gonna question it. Let's go. There. Fine. Double A. Pick your birthday. When should she be born?
oh god. Let's use my birthday, November 16th.
November 16th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
One day after Pokemon Sword.
Okay, where should we... Let's say we're 25, because that's kind of like between our ages.
You trying to out me or something?
We're 25. Let's go.
Running
Or
on my
24,
age is
fine.
literally in my
We're
username.
24. Please
Okay,
select
sure,
your
24,
birthday.
That works too. Wait, what?
Please select our birthday. Let's just do my birthday this time. I'm on the 4th.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I picked the wrong month. I am on November 4th, and I'm pretty sure I did not pick November. Oh well, it'll be a mystery when our birthday is. We'll figure it
Great.
out. Which is our blood type? What blood type?
Hey.
A. Okay, let's go. That's what I always pick too, and they're like, oh, but A's are so stressed out all the time. There once
Yeah,
was a
that's why
city
I'm an
in
A.
the world of mortals. This is going at like
Okay,
2
cool.
frames per second. It's great.
Okay, cool game. Let's So guys, how you doing?
Its king was proud of his position, and its people were arrogant about their wealth. I don't know why this is going at literally 2 frames per second.
Arcades go faster than this.
its rulers made light of the Twitch streams.
The Twitch viewers.
The Twitch viewers. Its rulers made light of the gods and ceased to worship them.
Let's just put the last word in the middle of the phrase like games used to do.
Yep.
Instead of putting at the proper end.
Yeah. Good stuff. Real good
Use a
stuff.
halved onion to clean and
Why does this keep happening? Its people sank into debauchery and sloth. Just like
Sloth?
this game.
They turned into sloths, guys.
The Lord became angry at this and summoned the Prince of Darkness.
Ozzy Osbourne?
I literally just heard what you said, and oh my gosh, the game is straight up just freezing now. Are we ever gonna get even to the end of this intro? That is the real question here.
In the world.
If we make it, that'll be the real test here. Ruler of the underworld, accepting the Lord's will, he attacked the world of mortals. But why would the Prince of Darkness listen to the Lord's will? That's the real question.
It went really quickly towards the
It
end.
was a one-sided war. Look at this. Now this is some good stuff. The soldiers of the capital, grown accustomed to peace, fell helplessly before the powerful demon army. The ramparts were destroyed and the castle was engulfed in flames. It was clear to all that the fall of the castle... I didn't even finish reading that! It's now going too fast. Seeing the play at the capital of the Wandering Swordsman, the nerd threw himself into the battle against the Prince of Darkness. One dark night, the nerd stole into the demon's encampment and defeated the, You have beaten me.
You have beaten me.
This is it, guys.
This is the pinnacle of gaming.
This is the pinnacle of gaming. This is it. Well, that was fun for the 5 seconds that lasted. Oh boy. I guess we're now just dead, guys. This is it. This is the game. Right here.
Has the game frozen, or do we need to click something?
No, it's frozen, because this should be going on its own.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Come on, game. Come on.
Come
It's a
on, we
good
can
game.
do this.
It's a good game.
It's a good game. But why are you fighting for these people?
I had to wait for the next 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh. The temptation.
Let's talk more about Persona.
Yeah, let's talk more about Persona, guys. Isn't Persona series a really good series of games? It's really good. I always enjoy Persona. I especially love Persona 2 and Persona 4. I'm a very big, it has been divinely obtained that I attack this decadent capital. It is of no concern of yours. I killed only fools. We're not a fool, you guys.
Fools.
It's canon. We are straight up not fools because he was not killing us. So we're good. We're good now. That's what's up here. Is we're all okay. Oh, Sushi says we need voices for these characters. Fine, I'll try. Whenever the next line pops up, I'm gonna try. These pictures, though, the nerd didn't know how to respond.
I love a 3D remake of Persona 2.
Yeah.
Just full 3D model.
Here's your 7-day forecast from Vidurian B-Sites.
This is suddenly the Prince of Darkness, along with his army, returning to the underworld to recover from his defeat. That. Oh, okay. Now I get the sentence. For a second, I was like, what is going on here?
Everything's dying.
Everything is straight up dying. I wonder if I would go full screen, if that would save this, or if that would just kill us.
We can only find out.
I mean, nothing can go worse, right? Right?
It can kill the stream. It could kill your laptop.
Yeah.
It could kill everything.
Everything that we love and hold most dear. That's the sound of a chipmunk eating my computer. It's true. My computer is not handling this too well, and I don't know why. Oh, I have the Twitch stream on my phone right now. Brave warrior, you have saved the capital! It was I who foolishly brought this war upon us. It was divine punishment for my decadence. I have no idea what decadence means, actually. If you had not appeared, the people of the city would surely have perished along with me. I just... You know what? If you had not appeared, the people of this city would surely have perished along with me. It was my fault as well. The king and I have resolved to make a fresh start. We shall work together to restore the capital. You appear to have been wounded. Why don't you stay in the capital and help us rebuild? We beseech you. All of a sudden, we're Shakespeare. And thus the nerd came to live in the capital and to be granted a salary by the king. 11/16/2009 KD. We're actually moving now. One night, when the stars were shining brilliantly in the heavens, the nerd felt somehow drawn to go outside. The nerd.
The nerd.
The nerd. A voice called out to
the nerd from the heavens.
Oh, I thought you were reading now.
He ran to the hill where he found a floating sphere which was shining brightly. Okay, game.
Okay. Now, this
Okay,
is just our reality now. This is just reality right now. This is our fate.
Why am I here?
Why are you... Why
do
am I
exist?
here? We'll never find out what this floating sphere is. What could it possibly mean? We're both the nerd sushi.
Possibly Auraa.
Here's your 7-day.
I have a feeling that the real problem is the fact that I don't have ad block on this computer. Then he knows that inside the light there was a little girl. The nerd. I am Aura's guardian, Hades.
The nerd.
This
I am Aureus. This child has lived in secret life from the time she's born. She's an innocent soul and knows nothing of the impure world of mortals. Now she will soon. Now we just leave with this child. Thy emotions alone will determine whether she live or die. It is all up to thee. goes too fast or goes too slowly. That is all I have to ask. I will be watching from the heavens. A year passes. Oh my god. When are we getting to the actual gameplay?
When are we getting to the actual... We're almost there. We're at the menu screen. It just has to appear.
From what I saw, from what I looked up of the lore, is that depending on the month you choose your birthday in, it gives you a god or a goddess.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah, it gives you... depending on your birthday, you get different gods and goddesses as your patron. And depending on which god and goddess you have, you get different stats. Like extra stats at the start of the game for it. Oh boy, the struggle. At least we're at the title screen. Yeah, we're at the title screen. It only took like 40 minutes.
Hooray.
It's a struggle, but we'll make it. We'll make it. We're almost there.
This is the first and last time I'm playing this.
No, we're almost there. We're just loading some stuff. Okay, come on, game. This is the game. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try and go full screen. I'm gonna try it. And we're gonna see how this works. Oh my gosh.
Same here, Zora, same here. I thought I would die. But I still might. This is the first stream of any. This might be the last.
This is the best stream I've seen in a long time.
The laptop is going to explode.
We're off to a really good start with this first episode. Am I right?
Truly, it's well, it's entertaining, right?
The struggle. Oh wait, no. I think we'll be fine now. Hopefully. We can only hope and pray. Or not.
Doubtful, but sure.
Yeah, it's great. Very great.
So, how about those Persona games?
Oh my gosh. Well, you know. Well, first, how does this screen look to you? Doesn't this look great so far? Even though we just started. Oh boy.
Well, you'll be joining us for the next one, won't you, Sushi? And you can
Yeah.
help us with this shit. You can help us with this stuff before we even start. In fact, we're gonna make you regular, so we won't have to waste our time.
Yeah, you can join us.
Okay, Chewie. See you in a bit.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, join us and do all
Yeah,
the technical
basically,
stuff.
Sush, basically. Well, of course you'd be talking as well, but still.
Well, you know what? You know what? You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna save the stream. I'm gonna save the
It could be
stream.
2 nerds and a sushi roll. 2 nerds eat a sushi roll. Please tell me you haven't broken it.
I'm gonna save the stream. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna save this.
Anya, I swear to God.
Okay. But I mean, just from like that first part, what did you think of how it looked so far?
What are you doing?
What did you think so far?
That it's very slow.
It's not meant to be that slow.
I feel like I'm dying on the inside. Is that what you want from me, Anya? That's how the game makes me feel right now. I want to die on the inside.
You don't see any of this. None of this is on the screen right now. Nope. No way, Jose. No, we're playing it. No, we're playing it. The YouTube part isn't real. We're playing it. You guys see none of
This
it.
is what I told you to do in the first place. But no, Luli doesn't know anything. I told you we should just talk for some seconds and you had to want to play it. It broke everything. And now I'm finally doing what I said to do in the first place. After an hour, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep.
Oh boy! Well, you're all the way across the pond, so it would be a pretty long trip to come and kill me.
This was the first episode, and this is the last one because I quit.
No! Oh, cries, tears of sorrow.
It's the one nerd talks to herself all day long.
Okay, no, we're going into this, okay? This is it. Just so that everyone can see what this game actually is like without my crappy computer getting in the way.
Now please give me some bloody audio.
Okay, we're skipping this because we definitely saw all of this. Yeah, blah blah blah. There we go.
Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
We'll just replace reading the names with the name we get. But the nerd. Auraa the nerd, whatever, it's but the nerd.
Oh, I love the name that was given. Aniska Ratopez. Oh wait, this is going way too fast. Okay, so you see we have like this UI here, right? And we have the butler cube down here, right?
Why call the butler cube?
Well, he's actually from like the demon world. He's a demon who decided to like help humans, basically. So that's the lore. That's the lore here, okay? So basically we have this daughter and we have the butler cube here. And he's saying, like, your daughter Aniska is healthy and happy. It's time to decide on her schedule for the month. And so once he clicks out of that, then you'll notice here that we have her in the middle here. This is our daughter. Well, not our daughter anymore, but basically what it would have been our daughter.
This is but.
And basically this person is meant to be 10 years old. And here we have like a whole bunch of stuff. Like if we were to click right here, then it would lead us to like a whole menu with tons of all of her stats. And then here is basically like talking to her and whatnot. Like if you want to like talk to her about different things or like to give her some money that she can use and whatnot. Here you can like change your diet because there's actually like some things in this game that say like about her weight and whatnot. You can also save your game by going here. Here is where you do like armor and outfits. Here is how you go to like the town. Also, here is like some extra stuff too. And oh no, this is the castle, this is the town. I'm also mad you use the light theme. Yeah. Yep, that's me. That's me. Also, you see how this button says schedule right here? Like, this schedule button is for like setting up the schedule for every day.
I don't think anyone can see cursor.
Really? No one can see my... Oh, oops. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy.
Because I can't see it and you can't see the stream either.
Oh boy. I'm a professional. Yeah. But basically, like, if I were to start this here, if you see this person, they looked at all the different stats they have. You can go to town and like buy some things, as you can see here. And the buying things is actually like really important, like extremely important here, because during certain months she's gonna need certain like clothes, otherwise she'll get very upset. Like she'll be like, oh, I'm so hot right now, I need like a lighter outfit, and then if you don't do that, then that's like an issue. Oh, and you see just there, like, it's kind of important that you talk.
They didn't have deodorant back then. They had perfume, but they lived up like 5 years. And that was seen as being clean.
Yeah. Oh, so you see, like, now
for a day.
you plan like a whole month in this game, and during that whole month, like, the daughter like either does work or goes to school or does other things.
I'm actually amazed they let you get to the age of 18, because she probably would have been married off by the age of 14.
That's real
12.
dark. That's real dark.
Hey, it's almost the century, and this is obviously meant to be like kind of European in the medieval ages.
Yeah. It's
You
meant to be
married
medieval
off
Europe,
very
basically.
early. You're married off when you were a kid,
But yeah, you see
and then
here-
you're sent off and you reach the age of maturity, which would have been like 14.
Yeah. Like you see here, it's like you do the schedule for a month, and then that determines like her. And also, look, I love this little like thing they do when she's like doing whatever she's doing for that month. How she's just like, it shows her working on the farm and whatnot. I think it's like great. Also, you notice there's like a stress meter. When she works, she gets stressed out, and if she gets too stressed out, she becomes a delinquent, and that can be bad. Oh, yeah, see, a dreadful cold has struck, so you have to change her clothes, and if we didn't buy those clothes, it would have been bad.
What do you mean, we?
What?
We?
Well, it would have been
Play
weird.
it.
You know what I mean.
Continue.
But yeah, it's basically like a whole thing here. So you kind of get like the idea here where it's like you have a week and you choose like if she works, or well, not a week, you plan out for a whole month, and then during that time you can choose like 3 things during the month, and you pick like if she works, goes to school, does free time, whatnot. As you can see, this person is making her work on the farm a lot because that's the fastest way to make money at the start of the game. Like, that's a lot of walkthroughs tend to like recommend the fact that you have to like have her work on the farm for a bunch of time. So yeah. But yeah, it's basically, this whole game is like a strategy game where you're trying to like build her up the way you want her to. And the ending I got when I played the game was the witch ending, actually. I had her turn into a witch by the end of it. Because I got really into the concept of having her fight. Like, I had her like do a ton of farming, and then I ended up sending her to like combat school, and she became like a super fighter. But then I also got enough money that allowed her to take magic classes, so I had her take magic classes. And then by the end of it, they were like, she's a witch, and I'm like, oh wow, that's cool. And they had her ride on the broom and everything. And that was my first experience with this game. But yeah, I beat a lot of people up. Well, I guess I should say my daughter beat a lot of people up. And it was great. Oh yeah, you can see here that you can talk to people in the palace, and that raises like your stats. And see, the young officer here is actually the prince in disguise. Like, you're not supposed to know it's him, but it's kind of obvious with how he looks. He kind of looks princely, I guess. But
yeah, he does. He really does. He looks like Prince Charming.
Yeah. And this, of course, is the guy that you're supposed to marry at the end. And he'll talk to you no matter what your stats are, but the other members in the palace, you need to be like of certain high level of stature to like talk to most of them. So, but you can also marry some other people in the game. Like, there's like random townspeople you can marry, but then also you can marry the Prince of Darkness in this game, and you can marry Cube, and you can marry the player character, as I said, and you can marry a dragon prince. So there's a lot of people you can marry besides the prince himself. But yeah. There's a lot of choices in this game. But I've actually spent like bajillions of hours on this game, which is why like I wanted to do it for the first like stream thing, because I was really into this game for a while, and I played like several rounds, and I was just like constantly doing this for ages. Sadly, Azure, we
So that's a good question. Can't marry the cat.
Sadly, we can't marry the cat. I'm so sorry. I wish.
Worst game ever. Not only does it not work properly, we can't even buy it.
Yeah.
If we
I don't know why it wasn't working
marry the
properly.
in the dancing game that who he played, we can marry a cat. I can't remember what game that was, but it was that dancing game.
I don't remember either.
With the bunnies.
I don't remember either, to be honest. Oh yeah, you can scold her and stuff too to try and like bring down stress. I don't know why scolding brings down stress, but it does in this game. It's a weird concept that this game has, but if you scold her, she's like, oh, now I'm less stressed out. Oh, and you can also go adventuring, which is pretty interesting, which we're about to see in this game.
Well, being told off usually has the opposite effect on me, so you're a bit weird, kid.
I also just noticed that this person who's making a walkthrough is literally in debt right now, and it's only the beginning of the game. Not off to a great start. Yeah, there's like this weird, there's actual RPG elements in this strategy game of like fighting monsters and whatnot, and doing dungeon crawling. So that's another interesting aspect about all of this. I promise, this game is very much fun playing it, if only my computer wasn't like the worst on this face of planet Earth, apparently. Oh, and Al's like, nothing like a good old getting yelled at on a calming day. Yeah. Good times. But yeah, so I actually, when I played Princess Maker, I barely ever adventured. Like, I didn't really do much of this part of the game, which is interesting. Like, I did all the strategy stuff and whatnot, but not much of this part of it, so I'm not as well versed on the RPG elements in this game, but you know. Yeah, Sushi, it's true. Legend had it that the nerds were destined to have a cursed stream. The most cursed. I don't think I've ever seen a more cursed stream than this one that's happening right at this second.
I have.
You have? Like
Clearly
what?
I haven't watched many Pookie streams. Before she got her internet fixed.
Oh
It
boy.
would break down every few minutes.
That sounds
Now
really
that is
cursed. Now that is really cursed. Extremely cursed. You're back 7 days ahead of schedule. Were you attacked by monsters? Fighting reputation went up. Your daughter is behaving again. Isn't that great? Our daughter is behaving again. Just sounds like the end of tender loving care to me, yeah. Basically. I mean, we're doing the same thing here. Bopping our daughter over the head by forcing her to work a lot. Yeah, I think we kind of got the idea of how this game works, I think. There's also, like, this other part, there's this other thing where, if you get to the Harvest Festival time, like, you do, like, these competitions that you can enter, like, there's a fighting competition, a cooking competition, and you can have the daughter, like, do one of those competitions and get awards for it and stuff. And it also has, like, these cute little animations and whatnot for that, too. She's behaving right before she murders us, yeah. I mean, look at that dead stare in her eyes as she looks at us. It's like she's just thinking, like, how should I kill my own father?
How do I kill my daddies?
That made it sound even worse.
I'm gonna kill my daddies tonight.
Oh
I'm
boy.
gonna stab them in the throat.
Oh boy.
Or maybe I'll get the trebuchet tonight.
Not
Toss
great.
them off at the wall into a pit.
Yeah. Anyways, let's check some of the endings you can get in this game. I think.
Yes, I want the harm ending.
Oh, which one do you want? Harlot?
Do it.
Let's
Oh,
go. Let's go. There's also there's a high class harlot and a harlot. Which one?
Ooh.
Which one?
Sleazy bar.
The sleazy bar, let's go.
Ooh. Oh, hello.
Hello. Father, thank you for raising me and caring for me for so long. It's due to your guidance that I've grown up so healthy. When I look back on the time I spent with you above all else, studying strategy comes to mind. Sometimes I didn't like it at the time, but now I think about it fondly. Another good memory is working part-time. I don't think any of the other girls worked as enthusiastically as I did. The owner of the sleazy bar seemed to really count on me. It was almost as if he couldn't get along without me. Thanks to him, I became confident that I was the best there is at waitressing and whatnot in the sleazy bar. Of course, I have you to thank for that too. Thanks, Dad, for putting me in a sleazy bar. It's the best job.
Yay!
Yay! 18 years old when the girl must leave the nest. Oh, and they named her Bunny. Hey, Bunny, it's been... Oh, look at this guy! Look at it!
Used to work for me all the time. What are you doing now? Well, that is, I haven't found a job yet. Good grief, in that case you can work part-time in my bar. What? But your bar's a little, well, if you don't like it, then that's fine. But I don't think there's any other part-time job when out-of-work girl can earn so much money. Twirling my mustache. You're right. I've got to work. Okay, Samuel. Got to work starting tonight. Oh. And so, Buddy Maxwell became a prostitute. And grown up. respectfully, she's unable to find anyone she wishes to marry. Marriage? It's not. I'm not interested. I just can't find the right man. Bunny continued to work part-time at the sleaze bar. She has a perfect name. The beautiful and charming Bunny was perfectly suited to this business, which looks are everything. The bar profited greatly for the money customers came day after day to see Bunny. Once you worked in the bar scene, you can't quit, can you?
Maxwell, I have patiently watched over your parenting. For a mortal, Bunny's abilities are quite impressive. You have given her a magnificent education, have I? Let's see now. So Bunny worked part-time in a sleazy bar. Too bad, but that is the least some kind of life. But is at least some kind of life. Looks like Bunny did wonderfully at her work. It is unfortunate that Bunny never happened to meet the right man. Perhaps the problem was her low morals. She will probably live her life without ever having children of her own. Well, Maxwell, your daughter has grown into a fine woman. Bunny came from the heavens. I had planned to call her back when she became, but I decided instead that she shall live her life as she is in the world morals. You have been a good father. We have been a good father, guys. Our child is now part of a sleazy bar. We're a good dad. We're great. Isn't that great? We did it. We did it. Lulu. We did it. We aced the game.
Ooh. Because the charisma was at 999. Relationship with father 3. What does that mean?
That means, like, if you end up with the father as a marriage candidate, like, the memories of this father and daughter will last forever.
Oh my.
Just the Furby just coming up on the screen, like, just made me lose it. Oh boy.
Okay, let's get a good ending.
Okay, what ending should we go for?
Queen.
Queen? Should we do Queen with Prince? No!
Yes, that would.
No, are you sure? Are you
Yes.
sure? Are you sure?
Do it. Do it now.
No!
It chose both of them, so why not? Oh, that outfit.
8 years have passed like a dream. Todd knows the whatever. Father,
18.
thank you for raising me and caring for me for so long. It's due to your guidance that I've grown up so healthy. When I look back on the time I spent with you, I remember studying protocol all the time. I must have done that more than the other girls. You must have been trying to make me into a refined young woman. To be honest, there were times I wished that I could play more often, like other kids, but now I'd like to thank you because I see how wonderful it can be to devote yourself entirely to something. Another good memory is working part-time.
Aw.
Dimitri from the bar didn't seem to think of me as just a part-time worker. I worked for him so much that I ended up becoming very good at waitressing in the bar. 18 years old. Gotta do your own thing. Master, a coach has arrived from the castle. They say they've come to fetch the young mistress. Me? What in the world could they want from me? I've been ordered to escort Akiha to the palace. Akiha again. Ah, welcome, Akiha. You're certainly grown. You were
what?
so small. Of course, time has changed me as well. Sorry, you seem to be in quite a good mood
I'm an
today.
old man.
I am. It is
I am.
because
It's
I
because
am.
before me, the daughter of the hero Tono, who has grown up to be a fine young woman indeed. My father praises you just as highly. I have called you here today for a reason. Very old, and the time has come to blah blah blah. But the prince is unexperienced, and I cannot bring myself to turn the kingdom to him. Therefore, I have decided to hand the throne over to you. What? What, sire? What about the prince? You cannot do this. Don't worry, Minister. We will decide this only after discussing the matter with the prince at great length. If not for Tono, both I and the kingdom would be. There is nothing to regret in turning the kingdom over. Please accept this offer. When am I fit to rule the kingdom? What the?
Don't worry
Don't
about that.
As long as you're fit, that's all that matters, isn't it? Ho, ho, ho. I'm Santa. Well, then, it is decided.
They're just like, yeah.
Congratulations. Oh, that's fancy of it. And so the king handed the throne over, who became a queen. There was no end to the men who proposed to her. The reply was always the same. I'm sorry, but my heart is set on another. Who is this man that your heart is so set on?
No.
Well, that is, you don't need to hold anything back from me. I'll go ahead and say it. Tomorrow's your birthday, right? I'll tell you who I'm in love with tomorrow. Oh no. So she painful dress. It's the dress that I had once bought for her. Father, the man I'm in love with is father. It's you. She confessed her feelings from her arms open. She stopped for a moment, but quickly realized he had the same feelings in his heart. I love you too. From now on, I will love you not as a daughter, but as a woman. Oh. And so they would join the matrimony and became husband and wife. Those who they saw how much the couple loved each other, they gave them the heartfelt wedding. I patiently observed the parenting. There's John and potential to fit. I thank you. Let us see now. So you became a queen. Well done. That is not so easy a thing to accomplish. I was thinking about marriage to thy new daughter. Do you not know what to say? Thou art not related to blood, so thou in love is all right, I guess. Thou hast been a fine parent, but now she remain as she is in the world of mortals. In spite life in this world, spirit back to heaven, thou shalt be reunited with her.
There we go.
Oh my god. I thought that would be a better.
They're just like, I guess it's
became
okay.
A queen, but she married her dad. She married us.
Wait, queen by marriage? What?
Ooh, what's S&M queen?
Are you sure we want to do this?
Yes, we already looked at
This is such a cursed stream right now. This is the worst.
Ooh, I like her outfits.
After this, we gotta look at one of the good, like the not these endings.
These are more amusing. 18 years old, blah blah blah.
Oh, Father, I'm an adult now. To be honest, I am not grateful to you. Well, I'm glad that at least you brought me
up healthy. Looking back at my childhood, I remember you making me go out adventuring all the time. Why did you make me go out adventuring so much? You probably wanted me to become a legendary warrior or something. Actually, the knowledge I gained has turned out to be useful, so I shouldn't complain, but I wish I had been a better child. You also made me work. The old man who owned the farm was very nice to me when I worked for him and took me into a barn and did things, and I'm not okay.
Oh, no. Azure's like, this is the good ending, though.
I'm worried. The mistress, she's beautiful and renowned fighter. There's no reason why she shouldn't have a job already. I couldn't be satisfied with any ordinary job. There's just nothing that excites me, except BDSM. The seed of evil has been to grow in your heart. Look out. Calling me evil is a fine way to greet me. If you're such a good fortune teller, tell me what career I should choose. Don't seem suitable to respected profession, but your pride won't allow you to become a thug or a harlot. So tell me. There's a dubious secret club near the sleazy bar. Ooh. Women such as yourself get together there with men who want to be disciplined.
Look at her face!
Be whipped, put up for them, the old rich man. Interesting. Show me to this place.
Lulu.
What? To work in the secret club, playing the role of dominatrix, on the night of a new moon, a pitch black shadow descended. Angelica, you've grown to be beautiful indeed, just as I thought you would. I've come to take you away with me. Oh, Lucifer, the Prince of Darkness. You are lovely and refined, well suited to become my wife. Me? Become your wife? Heaven. However, you have been sinful. Your reverence for heaven has. Yeah, you've become. You could not be happy in heaven. I doubt you could be happy here in the world of mortals.
This is so cursed.
I, Lucifer, Prince of Darkness, King of the Underworld, and the only man who can make you happy. Come with me. Yes, I see. I'll marry you. Really? The underworld isn't so bad. You will have vast wealth. You will bask in magnificent luxuries.
I thought
Wait,
this was
I
the
once said
Dragon
goodbye
Youth.
to my father. Just wait. It would be better to leave silently. What would you intend to say to him? You're right. And so Angelica disappeared one night and became the wife of the Prince of Darkness. So the promise of marriage turns out to have been a lie. I'll never trust a woman again. Oh.
Oh, so we promised it to him, but then because... Oh, okay. I get it. Thou art a
Not
heartless
promoted
parent!
abilities needed by an adult. Thou art a heartless parent. Wow. Angelica is a simple child. She shall forever live with the burden of that sin. This is entirely your fault. Became an estimate queen. I feel sorry for that. As thou applied thyself to her upbringing, you will be better. She performed. I did not foresee her marriage to the Prince of Darkness. After all, Angelica was a gift to thee from the heavens. Because of thy sin, this has come to pass. Perhaps there is no hope for the people in the mortal world after all.
Dang.
Now we're going to be struck down for making the one hope for the wilderness. Well, the daughter Angelica came from the heavens, but now she's made with the dirt of the mortal world. She's lost the radiance she once possessed as a child, and it's all because of you. This may be her destiny, but still it is sad. Perhaps I was wrong to entrust her to thy care. Oh well.
I love how he just ends with, oh well.
Nothing I can do about it now. I've fucked her life up by giving
Oh
her
well.
to you.
Too
but
bad, so
I
sad.
can't do shit about it, so oh well.
Oh, too bad, so sad. You know, mistakes were made. It's all good.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? For I am shooketh.
I'm shooketh.
Alright, and you found your best ending.
Okay, let's oh, actually, let's first, this is actually the ending I got when I first played the game, was the witch ending. What? Is it not here? It should be here. Why is it not here? I guess they don't care.
Sure?
They don't care about the witch ending. They're like, you got that one? That's a terrible ending. There's a jester ending. Let's just do the Married to Prince. I almost said Married to Princes. Why? They really want
Just
people
put in
to
all
marry.
endings and then we'll skip to the one we want.
I guess we could do that. Oh wait, no, this is the ending I
Look,
got.
there's the
This is
playlist.
the ending I got the second time I went through. Was this one. The second time. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to full screen it. No!
It's too late now.
Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Fixed it.
Well, thank you for blah blah blah. Usually guidance like this is blah blah blah. Look at the time I spent with you. I remember practicing dance quite a lot. You must have been trying to make me healthy in both mind and body. I didn't always like it at the time, but now I'm thankful that you made me learn so much. I also like to think about the times when you let me work part-time. I still remember helping others. Aww.
Too sweet.
Molly, the poems you've written have been very well blah, blah, blah.
You have great
Published,
literary
you have
talent. Why not make your debut as a real writer? I'll give it a try, Comstock. I've always wanted to work in the field of literature. You only get
It's
one life.
Bioshock.
Give it all your...
We're writing shit for Bioshock.
And so Holly Decker made her debut as a writer. There was no end to the
She's
men who
writing the
proposed to the
Bioshock
beautiful
Infinite
Holly.
script.
However, her reply was always the same. I'm sorry, my heart is set on another. However, Holly didn't seem to have a man in her life. Her father, Decker, was very curious and asked her, Holly, who is this man that your heart is so set on? I don't even know his name. Because he's always known as, like, the royal guard or whatever. She loved a man whose name she didn't even know. Decker could not hide, blah, blah, blah. Several days later, Master, there is another man here who wants to propose to the mistress. Should I send him away? Ah, you're...
Yes.
Yes. Holly, I've come to see you. The young officer whom Holly had met at the castle was actually a prince of the realm. The prince had concealed his identity until he was grown, so that he could learn by living among the people. Holly, I am in love with you. Will you marry me?
You marry me?
Yes.
Yes, your highness. So Decker's daughter Holly married blah blah blah. They wished the couple well. Celebration was held, which went on 10 days and nights. Holly became a princess. I'm so happy, father, that I didn't marry you.
Oh my gosh, I'm
For
crying.
mortal, Molly's abilities are quite interesting. You've given her a magnificent education. Let's see now. So, Molly became a writer. Well, that's okay. To each their own. Looks like Holly did wonderfully at work. Be that as it may, just marrying a prince is a dream come true. I can see Holly's enjoyable smiling face. Well, your daughter has grown into a fine one. She came from the heavens. You've decided I'm being a good father.
You've been a good dad. Well, not 2 seconds ago, we were called the worst person to ever exist, you know? Well, there we go. Oh my gosh! There's a Princess of Darkness ending. What?
I think we got that as a mixture with the S&M thing, so...
Yeah, that is true. Fighting teacher, homemaker, chef, researcher, queen, harlot, confession of love.
Confession of Love for Q.
Oh no, that
It
was Princess
two at
Maker
once.
4. I forgot. Bondage
Damn it.
Queen, that's what we got earlier.
Ooh, bondage.
Nun. Court
Confession of Love for
Magician.
Cube.
That's in a different Princess Maker game. That was actually Princess Maker 4. But it looks like this ending is the one that this person did with Cube, though. Because look here. This chef ending. Looks like. We'll do this one, and then we'll get to the last part of all this, I think. Because I think we would have a pretty good idea of this whole experience. Oh! I was not expecting that.
Right?
Father, thank you for raising me and caring for me for so long. up so healthy. When I look back on the time I spent with you, I remember going out adventuring quite a lot. You must have been trying to make me strong in both mind and body. I didn't always like it at the time, but now I'm thankful that you made me learn so much. Another good memory is working part-time. Balbon from the restaurant didn't seem to think of me as just a part-time worker. I worked for him so much that I ended up becoming very good at cooking. Great. 18 years old when a girl must leave the nest and strike out on her own. Which path? We already know it's Chef. Well, if it isn't Rachel, it's been a long time since I've seen you around. You used to work for me quite a bit. What kind of work are you doing now?
I don't like that portrait.
Well, I'm not doing anything really. I haven't decided what kind of job I want yet. Ho ho, well in that case, I'll think there's something I'd like to ask you. Huh? Lately, conditions have been improving in the capital, and my restaurant is prospering because of it. I've gotten pretty short-handed. If you're at such loose ends, how about coming to work for me? Well, I wouldn't really say I'm at loose ends. Ha ha ha, I'm sorry for being rude. I was just joking, but I'm serious about the job offer. That wink, though, is weird. I already know you're a good worker, so I definitely like to hire you. I see. Well, okay, I'll do it. Thank you very much for the job. You'll teach me to cook, won't you? Of course, my cooking is the best in the city. You'll make someone a great wife.
I'll bend you over the stove.
Oh, gosh. And so, Rachel Ray went to work. Oh no, Lulu. There's no end to the men who propose to the beautiful Rachel. I'm sorry, my heart is set on another. However, Rachel didn't seem to have a man in her life. Cube was worried and asked her, Mistress, who is this man that your heart is so set on? I'm your humble servant. Cube would like to help you. Well, that is... Come on. You can speak freely to me.
You can speak freely to me. You're always worrying about me like this. No, it's just my duty. Duty.
Oh my gosh.
Little fishery, you were always the one who took care of me. Cube, you have a very special place in my heart. Mistress. Oh,
isn't it
Rachel
kind of...
and a bottle of Cube were married. So happily, aren't you, darling? Master, please forgive me, but I'm so happy. Aww.
Oh my gosh, this is legit Santa. Like, all those people earlier who were talking about Santa, this guy is Santa.
Thou hast given her a splendid education. Rachel worked in a restaurant. That is not so bad. To each her own. Stop shitting on her career. You assume that Rachel did magnificent. I did not foresee daughter's marriage to the butler. Joel, he's a demon. Well, if they are in love, then there is nothing to be done about it. But as her father, thou must have mixed feelings. Well, Ray, the daughter's grown into a fine woman. Came from the heavens.
I mean, this is all the same, basically.
A good father.
That part's all the same, but basically, like, I just find that so funny how they're like, as her father, you must have mixed feelings, and yet, obviously, to get that ending, you have to do certain things in the game, so the father was in on it. Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. You have to do things to get Cube, to get her to fall in love with the butler, to get her to fall in love with you, to get her to fall in love with the prince, with the king, etc., etc.
Yep. So...
Unless you literally came across the ending by accident.
Yeah. That would be kind of difficult, I feel like.
You just happened to do that.
So, from this little bit we've gone through, what do you think of this game? Like, in terms of, like, graphics, music, those kinds of things?
Well, I didn't hear any music, so...
Oh, you didn't?
I've been telling you this whole time that I couldn't hear anything.
That's not great. That's straight up not great. Well, to give my opinion, I think the music in this game is pretty boppin', honestly. Like, Lulu, at some point you need to look up, like, the OST from this game, because...
OST?
Yeah, the OST.
The OST.
That's what I call it, it's the OST. You gotta look up the OST. Because it's pretty
The
boppin',
hostess
I
with the
gotta
most
say.
ex-
It's pretty fun to just listen to and play this game for hours. Well, I mean, you can still talk about, like, the graphics, like, how it looks. What are your opinions on that?
It, the graphics hold up a lot. Like it looks very much like it would belong in like a Sega CD or something like that, like a Sega Genesis and stuff like that. But it still looks really good. But I do love art style like this. Very, very anime.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of, like, the style of some PC 98 games a little bit. Which makes sense considering this
It
was released on
does.
it.
It does make me think of like Dragon Ball Z, kind of like
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
mainly with the daughter.
yeah. I can see that. I mean, I honestly, from my perspective, is I absolutely love the graphics in this game. I think, like, seeing her, like, as a little chibi, like, doing the jobs or, like, doing, like, the different things is, like, really cute, and just, like, the overall style of it, and, like, the cool backgrounds, and just the design of her itself, like, just the whole art style is very, like, really pretty. And I know, like, we weren't really able to actually play the game because it just kept just dying, just straight up wanting my computer to explode. But I mean, I when I played this back in the day, I literally played this game for, like, many hours. There's a lot of replay value, as you can see, like, from all the different endings that you can get and whatnot. And there's just so much that goes on. There's so much that we weren't really able to, like, look into, because there's just so many different aspects of this game. And I really, like, honestly, I think at some point I might, when I can actually get this game to work, I think definitely we should probably revisit it, because it really changes things when you get to play it yourself. It just gets so addicting. But as we all know, for us, it was not getting there, because it was taking us like 5 million years just to get to the title screen.
Yep.
The true struggle. The struggle
The
is...
struggle is real.
Yeah, the struggle is real.
And
But...
if it was just struggling on that part, imagine how it would have been if we had put her to work and stuff like that, and having the TV version like moving around. That would
Oh.
have taken even longer, I think.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, my I would say my biggest regret with this was that I couldn't, like, show you more of, like, how this game really works, because even though, like, it kind of sounds weird, like, the idea of, like, oh, Princess Maker, like, this game literally became, like, a cult following for a while. Like, tons of people were playing it online, and, like, there's, like, literal whole websites online devoted to walkthroughs for this game. Like, there's whole entire Princess Maker websites devoted to, like, how to get through this game, what the best things to do are, and whatnot. And I feel like it's just hard to explain unless, like, you play it yourself, like, just how, like, weirdly fun the whole experience is, and, like, how addicting it can actually be. But yeah. Oh, and Asher said the cursed parts were bangers.
You know, Well, this was only the first episode, so
Yeah, we'll
next
be
time
like working
you
harder.
you and I are actually going to test things properly
Yeah, I'm gonna test things
and do
properly. I mean, I think
like a mini stream just to
well,
test it out
I did
beforehand
test it beforehand yesterday, but it didn't freak out
on
like this
stream.
one did. But I mean, I definitely want to like come back to this at some point though, because I definitely feel like this game deserves even some more modern recognition, because I think it has some really cool things, and I'm honestly kind of sad that the series has kind of died, even though there's a lot of weird things about it. But there's a lot of really interesting things about it too. So that's kind of why I wanted to bring it back a little bit.
If we could get it to work, I'd be interested in doing Clock Tower or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I love Clock Tower. As Al in the chat knows, he knows about my love for Clock Tower because we played it together in the the unknown pre-episodes of this. But yeah, I mean, we definitely will need to look back on this at some point later. But oh, actually, on the note of there being whole websites, just so that I can show this real quick. I did not mean to do that. Oh, not this. There's whole websites. I'm just saying they exist. I'm not finding them at the moment, but they exist. There's whole websites for this game. And I know this because I used some to actually like beat the game in the past. But that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so just based on kind of what you've seen so far, Lulu, what's your thoughts on this game?
Apart from us not getting to work, it did look like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's probably something I would have played because I'm not really a person that plays The Sims and stuff like that, but still being able to control every aspect of someone's life is an interesting concept, and it's very much like an RPG.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like it.
Yeah. And also sushi, yeah, cheating. Like the thing is I played through the whole game on my own and I got the witch ending the first time I played, which was basically, as I said, like what I did was I had my daughter like fight a bunch and she got really good at it, and then I had enough money from constantly farming and stuff that I was able to afford the magic classes, which are like the most expensive classes in the game. And because of that, I was able to get her to be a magic user, so she became a witch. And then she married like some random townsperson. So I played the whole game on my own without any walkthroughs. It was my second playthrough where I was like, now I want to get like an ending where I actually get the prince, because like that's like the main point of the game. So then I got help for my second playthrough. But the first time was blind. It was completely blind. But yeah.
Oh, there are games where I've have used to walk through the first time because I wanted to get all the achievements.
Yeah, and you didn't want to have to go
Playthrough.
through it all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I feel
if
that.
it's one of those games, I know that you only get that stuff, like, you can get them literally all in the first playthrough, then why not?
Yeah.
If I don't plan on playing it again, then why not?
Well, I've done that for certain games that people have told me are basically impossible without walkthroughs, like some point and click games and whatnot. That are people are like, yeah, you kind of need a walkthrough to like get through this game. Then I'm kind of like, okay, I'll just use a walkthrough, especially if I'm on a time constraint too, because. For example, when I had to do I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream, for the first episode of the original podcast, since I didn't have much time before the podcast was supposed to be like recorded, I ended up just getting out a walkthrough and playing through the whole game with the walkthrough on the side. And I ended up doing it that way. But that's because, one, I didn't have a lot of time, and two, because basically everyone says that game is like insanely hard. And it really is. Like some of the stuff, and it's like, I would not have known to do that unless this game told me, unless this walkthrough told me to do it.
I think I literally only use walkthroughs now if I'm actually when I'm streaming and I get stuck on something and I don't want to get frustrated and just end up stopping the stream for like half an hour while I figure something out.
Yeah.
That is, I I don't find that entertaining myself, and also when I get frustrated, I go really silent, or like other people will yell and stuff like that and start screaming, and people will find it funny. When if I get to the point, no, and that is not something you want to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I definitely I totally get that. I mean, um like sometimes I always feel bad when I'm watching streams and like the streamer is like trying to do stuff and like everyone in the chat is like, no, and I'm like, stop, just guys, just let them figure it out. But yeah, also Sushi, yeah, Al was in the episode where we did Clock Tower and Sweet Home. He was our special guest. So, and AKA Al in the chat is Chewy Chum Chum. That's Al, my good friend. And he was in the episode of the one that we did Clock Tower and Sweet Home, and he's a good boy. He's a very good boy.
I was doing no such thing, Sushi.
Yeah, Azure is the same as like you of like using walkthroughs for like collectibles and like getting extra stuff and whatnot. Yeah, I think overall, I think this was an interesting first episode, but I think it was still fun. I'm still excited for doing this. I might just have to make some adjustments so that things work out better on my end.
Yeah, we need to sort the tech issues before we plan on streaming, like I told you to.
I did though. But yeah, I do
I
think
wanted to do this stuff before Sushi finished streaming, so we'd have the time to sort stuff out, and then he could have raided us or something like that.
yeah, I didn't see your
But
message until like
no,
afterwards.
God damn it, Andy, pay attention to me when I say stuff. Otherwise, this is not gonna work.
Because I literally what happened
We're a
was
team, and you.
Sushi's stream ended, and then I like looked at the Discord, and I was like, Lulu was asking if we could start early.
really anxious and you ignored me and I feel so abandoned.
No, I would never abandon you, Lulu. I love you.
I was so stressed with all this and you still ignored me.
No, but we did great. This was great. This was a great
How?
first time.
I have
It's
PTSD.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, you've got an excuse, Sushi. You were streaming.
Yeah, you were streaming.
And Anya was talking to me, and I replied soon after she sent me a last message. So she can. There's no excuse for her, but there is for you. Thank you, Sushi.
Oh, Sushi. But yeah, but I honestly think like this went relatively well, I would say. It could have been worse. But I think it was still a lot of fun, and I'll just have to work out the little kinks here and there later. The very little ones.
The big one being that I can't hear the bloody game. The second one being that we can't play the game. Well, the second bit is more important than the first, but still, it's important.
Well, but look on the bright side. Before we started the stream, I couldn't even hear you. I fixed that. It was all good.
True.
That would have been even worse if I started the stream right away and I was like, oh wait, Lulu, I can't hear you. And then we spent the first like 30 minutes just trying to fix that issue.
But at least we would have had Sushi to help us. And he would have told you what I had been telling you in the first place. Because you don't listen to me. I'm sorry, guys. Daddies are streaming. Daddies are arguing right now.
Please don't say that.
Problem with our marriage right now. We come to the divorce courts in the morning.
I didn't even know we got married. Oh.
I get half of your stream, you get half of mine.
How does that even work? Like, just half the screen is now like gone.
You share some of his assets.
True, it's like.
But with mine, you get more viewers.
True.
I'm almost on my way to affiliate.
Oh, Sushi said, wow, thanks for the invite to the wedding, friends. Well, now the wedding's over.
This was literally the wedding, and then we had a kid.
And then now we're getting a divorce.
Yeah, you've been here for the entire length of our marriage, Sushi.
Yep. Oh, and Azure's like, how can you forget about your wife who Anya so much hate?
Wait, my waifu, Anya? Or are you talking about Anya about her waifu? That's gonna be very pedantic.
Okay. We'll just end it here. It's been great. It's been fun. I'll just probably. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw the message from Al, and I immediately just
we-
lost it.
we didn't do it. It was the people we watched that did it. We didn't get to sell our child as a sex trade like I wanted to.
Yeah, I think we'll end it here, and I'll work out some kinks that are going on with all the technical stuff, and then hopefully next week when we do the podcast again, things will be a little bit different. And but I thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, was a wild ride, but I'm glad you guys stuck with it despite everything. Oh, Sushi, really? That's
He's been
awesome.
having his own technical problems.
I'm so excited for the D2 stream, like, honestly, because, like, there are some really good things about it, but also the ending is just like, why? But I am
D
excited.
the game, Azor. D the game.
You did it. He was too distracted by the curse. Yeah, the curse was
I'm
real.
sorry.
But yeah, anyways, love you all. And we'll
you for
see you
watching.
next week, next Saturday. We're gonna try this again, and next Saturday,
Fail.
we'll pick a different game this time, possibly, and if we go back and forth, it'll be Lulu's turn to pick a game, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna check the game works before I do anything.
Yes, absolutely. Anyways, love you all. Bye.
Good night. I'm Princess Lulu, 1989.
And I'm Anya the Nerd, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.